Good morning, everyone. Salams. I hope you I hope you guys are well. Okay, it seems like there is more that I need and want to say than I am actually saying, is what I'm hearing. It's like I want there is more. So the energy that I'm picking up in the collective, all of us, and within myself, is that we are holding on to some kind of communication or something that we want to say to each other, and we're holding it for some reason. And the word that came out is you. So can we please get some more guidance as to what it is that we need to focus in this time and age? If you don't know me, my name's HUMNA. I've recently started doing these little videos where I share energy updates. I believe that what is meant to come to us come through different channels, different ways, just to reach that soul core energy and give us a little bit of guidance to hold us in times when we need each other. Give. The next word came out to be give. I will bring these words together, but these are channeled words that I've written myself on these little pieces of paper. For many years, I've been doing this with my own self and never shared it with other people unless it was my friends or they've asked me to, guide them or something. But quotes and words and guidance, like coming from the unseen world, energy world, is something that I've been doing for, I can't even remember anyway, but that's been my way of gaining clarity and guidance. So with these videos, that is my intention to share with everyone, whoever is listening, whenever you're watching this is the time when you're meant to receive this message. So let's see what more in this moment in time. What are we being asked? What is it that I need to do? And when I say I don't have an understanding of me as me alone. I believe, again, I. We're so programmed to use the word I, but actually what I'm what wants to come out is that we are all one. And when we are all one, that what I feel that what I need guidance towards is what you also need guidance. And so together, when I use the word I, it's basically in a way saying you also. So what am I needing to focus on today? What is it that I'm being guided to focus on? I also feel like my throat chakra is very blocked. So it's been something that I've been feeling for a few weeks now. And it's almost reaching to a point where it's getting better, but it's not there yet. I know it's on the verge of getting better. There's more for me to say and speak and own and become. But I'm still going through the process. This is so funny. What came out, which I didn't even know, is communication. So the first word that I got was you, and then it's give, and then it's communication. What am I being guided? Ooh, beautiful. And right, this is amazing. This is so amazing. You guys will not believe this. So it says, you give communication, sitting with yourself in nature, journaling. Now let me break these apart and discuss and share what it is that I'm feeling through these words. When you pick the word you make yourself the priority. Today is all about you. It's giving me a throat thing because it's not something that we normally do. We do not make ourselves the priority. And we find it very hard saying that I want to do this. So many years now, for so many generations, the idea of you has been lost, because when we've been told and brainwashed that when you serve others is when you find happiness, when you take care of others is when you will be taken care of. It doesn't work that way, and that's something that I learned through a very hard lesson. But the truth is, till you make yourself a priority, nobody else will. So you have to choose you. So you're being asked to do that today. How are you going to choose yourself? By giving yourself the freedom freedom of accepting who you want to be, not who you have been, not what you've done before in the past. It's very much asking you to come into the present, give yourself that what you need today for that who you want to be tomorrow, not going backwards, going forwards. As you do that, how are you going to do that? Is by communicating it. Communicating is very important. There's a reason why we have the mouth, the voice, the way we speak. It's very important. Not communicating with others. My aim in life is to make people realize it's not about doing things with others and for others. It is what you are doing for yourself. How are you communicating with yourself? Is it with kindness, compassion, or anger, or frustration? How are you communicating with you? If you were your friend, how are you going to communicate with yourself? And for that, you have to silence the noise of the people. You have to acknowledge that you are not going to treat yourself how people have treated you. You're going to have a very pure, honest conversation with yourself. Are you abandoning yourself? Because that is what you have learned. Are you regretting the way that you are or the way that you have been? Bring yourself completely into the present and communicate with yourself with so much kindness. The kindness that you deserve, the kindness that you did not get, that kindness that you want. Give that to yourself. Allow yourself to be loved for all that you are, for all your faults, mistakes, and just the way you are. How do you do that? Is by connecting with nature, becoming one with nature, understanding that that who created you created this whole universe filled with beauty and perfection. So if that who created the rose, the mountain, the lion, the flying bird, the wind, the water, the oceans, the animals in the oceans, everything and anything that you have around you is a creation of that creator, and you are the creation of the creator. So imagine, look at yourself through the eyes of the creator. Now you can turn around to me and say, but I have nowhere to go. I live in a flat, or I don't know where to go and sit in nature. What it means is that seeing yourself as a creation of the creator and connecting yourself, and connecting yourself to all that is beautiful, that you find beautiful, right? So connect yourself to that. It could be an animal, it could be a wind, it could be an element like fire, earth, water, whatever it is that you feel connected to, that you feel is beautiful, and the properties of that. Take them on you. Sit with that feeling that you are. So for example, me, it's a bird. I love birds. I love the idea of their flying in the sky and opening their wings and being themselves and this, that, and the other. So I generally try to imagine myself as a bird, and what would I do if I was a bird? So connect to nature. Sit with that feeling that you are nature. You are the creation of that who creates beauty and beauty alone. So when you look at yourself through the eyes of the creator, you will realize and recognize yourself not only as who you are or what you think you are. You let go of the ties of the ego and the cage of your mind that holds you tight, and you become limitless, and you live life through your soul. And if that's something that resonates with you, I do workshops through my YouTube channel, tutorials through my YouTube channels, and I run workshops on full moon. You can join me and just start your every full moon. It's on Zoom. You can join in from anywhere from the planet, and my aim through those retreats is to have you understand or come to a space where you feel safe and connected to your true authentic being, connect to the creator, and allow yourself a life full of magic. And that's align yourself with the mind, body, and soul, and all that, and using art as a tool to go within your being. And it's a very, very magical, sacred space. So if you want to know more about it, send me a message. It's something that I've created with a lot of beautiful people, a lot of souls that join in through these sessions and have received healing. So if that's something that resonates with you, send me a message, and don't wait for another day to go by and not meet who you truly are. And the last one that I picked is journaling. Journaling is really a way of bringing out your thoughts and onto the paper. When you think about the retreats, that is kind of like journaling, but in a form of in a more expressive, visually beautiful form. Journaling is about writing. Coming to my retreats and having that experience of creating artwork intuitively is all about bringing that inside out when your words aren't coming out, or you're blocked, or you're stuck, or you're unable to speak your truth, but you can at least see it come out through you. Now, once I've done them in the order of the first order, the first word was you, so you have to make yourself a priority. Give yourself the chance to become your own friend. Talk to yourself with kindness, love, compassion, and all that you would if you were a friend to you. By doing, how you need to communicate is connecting yourself in nature, through nature. Ground yourself, go for walks, sit with the feeling of being an animal, or connecting to plants, or anything that you resonate with, while writing down and expressing yourself in the physical realm and bringing it out either through whatever it is that you do, writing, painting, sculpture, whatever it is that you can do, but bring those expressions, those emotions that are within you outside into the physical realm, so you can see and work through them, with them, and understand who you truly are. Now I'm going to take you backwards. I'm all about duality. That what goes forward comes backwards, and that what goes backwards comes forward. So there's never a stagnant moment. There's always constant movement in our life. Now I'm going to go backwards. Journaling. When you write down and clear your thoughts and understand who you truly are, is when you start connecting to that what is around you, which is nature and all that in the universe. So you can become one with the universe. Once you do that, once you become one with the universe, you start communicating with the unseen world, with the world that is beyond that which is controlled and spoken just through words. But you start connecting and communicating with your energy, with your soul. Once you start doing that, you actually become light. You become free. You become limitless. And you start giving that out to other people. And that is the purpose of you being in this world. The reason you exist is just to be you, purely you. So the journey goes from one word to the other and from the back to the front. Equally important, making us realize how valuable we are as human beings and how much we need to focus on working through our traumas, through our journey, understanding why we have become the way we have become, and then working from there. And how can you serve humanity by being who you are? Because when you are you, that's the best thing you can do to other people, because then you allow others to be themselves also purely. Now, there's a lot going on in our head. There's a lot of information around. We constantly are bombarded with things that we need to do and want to do. I'm going to ask for some guidance, and the cards, when they flip away like that, that means the energy that I'm picking up through whoever's going to be watching this is all about this overwhelming. Where do I begin? How do I begin? What do I need to... I love when this happens. Like, okay, you don't even have to work. It speaks to you. You become that person where it just speaks to you. And so let's see what it's guiding us to do. I love it. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. Lamia, thank you so much for this. It says, you are unique. Be yourself. Everyone else is taken. And the word that I picked, the first one, was you. So finding yourself is your journey. Today you have to be just you. If you're feeling sad, if you're feeling happy, if you're feeling overwhelmed, all these emotions are something that you are being asked to feel just the way it's meant to be. There's no need to fight. Sit with it. Become observing towards what you're feeling, and let that just be the way for today. The way for today. It sounds really nice. The first step of being a Sufi is breaking of the ink well, the tearing up of books, and the forgetting of all kinds of knowledge. Abu Said. Everything in the universe has a certain way of being that determines its uniqueness. No one is created to imitate another. The deeper we reach into the well of our souls, the more we can draw from it. The way an artist lands the brush on the canvas is their unique expression. If we copy everything from others, we miss the point of our individuality and oneness of our divine self. Be bold, explore, and live life on your terms. You are an original, an individual, a masterpiece. Your uniqueness comes from your imagination, your experience, your feeling, and your consciousness. Experience more. Imagine more. And feel more to elevate your conscious awareness. The most attractive people are those who are confident to be themselves. Accept the pain, anguish, disapproval. Accept that pain, anguish, and disapproval are all part of the experience. Do not allow the opinion of others to diminish your vision for the future. The more you go through challenges, the stronger you become. When you recognize your own capacities and limitations, you will be ready to make the most of every moment in your life. The affirmation that the book says, I am here to live a uniquely creative life and to be true to myself. I hope that brings you clarity and hope and uplifts you and allows you to come into the present and become and embrace the person that you are beautifully becoming. Just one last thing before we go, just to give us what is it that we can do today to enjoy being ourselves. Alhamdulillah. Set new goals. All great athletes seek personal bests. It's a wonderful approach to life. Always seek new challenges, especially those that stretch your capabilities. But remember, it's not the goal that's important. It's the quest that brings the benefits. The journey, not the arrival, matters. On the next page it says, I always read both the pages just in case you resonate. If you're resonating with this whole video, then the next page will also might have a message for you. Sleep on it. When problems are bearing down on you and you're feeling overwhelmed, take a break. Put them at the back of your mind. Go for a walk. A lot of times we think that we have to deal with a situation or a problem right this minute. What it's trying to teach us is when you make yourself a priority, you have to give yourself the time to rest, to get into nature. One of the things that also comes through that I'm hearing is when it talks about going into nature, you can also sleep, rest, meditate, go backwards into your own self, because you yourself are nature also. So being with yourself also coming back into nature. So I hope that helps in some way, and if it does and you'd like to attend one of my sessions or have one-on-ones with me, send me a message and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And I will see you guys again tomorrow. Till then, lots of love, lots of light, and lots of peace to all of you. Take care, everyone. Have a lovely day.